Whew. Hello, Ball Talkers. It is actually the morning of November 25th, 2014. This vlog won't get captioned until later, and I apologize for that, but I wanted to do... Damn it. But I didn't plan this very well. And I have to get to my day job. I'm going to keep on referring to my script that's on my screen over here. See my YWCA fundraiser, which I started when I passed 1,000 subscribers, has just ended. It ended at 9 a.m. this morning. And I wanted to give you a one-take video wherein I show you how much we've raised and who wins the two giveaways. The giveaways for sharing my posts and the giveaways for donations. Let's see here. So I'm doing this in all one take on my phone. And when this is done, I'll just upload it directly to YouTube, and then I'll close caption it after my day job. That's the plan. But you know how in reality competition shows, on the results show, they make you wait through a whole bunch of stuff before you get to the actual result? Well, then you won't be surprised by this. Let's start off by talking about Ferguson. Specifically, let's talk about Mike Brown's killing in Ferguson, Missouri. Back when I did Vlog Every Day August, Mike Brown was killed in the street by Officer Darren Wilson in Ferguson, Missouri, in the St. Louis County area. Mike Brown was unarmed with anything besides being black. This happened 3 months ago. Ever since, protesters have protested, trying to get Darren Wilson just arrested and brought to trial. Just arrested for killing an unarmed black teen. The response to that has been an arrogant show of force, rampant racism, and denial of accountability by the police forces of Ferguson, Missouri, and surrounding areas. Not to mention all the racism that has come out from pundits and reporters who are not on the ground there, and of course, any random racist who wants to speak up about it on social media. There have been many more killings like Mike Brown's since Mike Brown's in the United States, all over the country. There have been protests in solidarity all over the country and all over the world as well. There have been protests against dictatorships who found camaraderie in the protesters at Ferguson. I think we've come coming back to Ferguson specifically because, how did I put this? Because we've seen so much unashamed police brutality from there on video from eyewitnesses as the atrocities happened. Trying to reconcile the blatant militarized and systemic injustice that we've seen with the lack of repercussions has made Ferguson a public experiment in testing just how bad racism is in the United States. A potential conclusion to that experiment could have happened last night when the results of the grand jury's findings were reported by prosecuting attorney Bob McCulloch. And maybe would have been you're seeing all my mistakes. And maybe we would have seen the extent of the racism coming to a border if there had been an indictment found. If there had been an indictment of Darren Wilson as the finding of the grand jury. But the opposite happened. The opposite happened. If you're not sure what it means, Vox.com posted a nice explanation of all the different workings of the grand jury processes in Ferguson, and I'll try to link to that in the description. But basically, the grand jury of Ferguson consisted of 12 people, 9 white people, 3 black people, and in order to indict Darren Wilson, just to say, let's bring him to trial, 9 of the members of the grand jury would have had to say yes for indictment. In order to prevent the indictment from happening, only 4 of the members of the jury had to say, nah, why bother? And so that's what's happened. At least 4 members of the grand jury of Ferguson, Missouri found that no crime happened which would warrant bringing Darren Wilson to trial. At least 4 found that no crime happened when a police officer shot in the street an unarmed teen. Oh yeah. My friend Rebecca commented on my Facebook post asking, what's going to happen now? And my response was, paraphrasing, in an ideal world, the Department of Justice would come in and say, that grand jury was bullshit. And they'd probably arrest the prosecuting attorney for an obstruction of justice or some sort of malfeasance. And then they'd either set up another jury or they'd just indict Darren Wilson. That would get us back on the right track. But I'm not even sure if that's possible because I don't understand government that well. In a slightly less ideal world, what could happen is that we could be looking at the start of another civil war in the United States. That's an extreme guess. But when black people are being killed every single day in a country that's allegedly not the racism-ridden, slavery-ridden country of yesteryear, I mean, if I saw people like me being killed every day for no goddamn reason, I'd probably light some cars on fire. I'd probably break some windows. Whew. I don't know. I just know that racism is huge and everywhere in the United States, and insidious sometimes, and it's unjust, and it's deadly. Please protest, vote, and speak out about how we need to eliminate this racism. And that brings us back to the YWCA, because their motto is eliminating racism, empowering women. So I'm not going to make you wait any longer. Let's find out how we did with the fundraiser. All right. Can I bring you in here? Of course, you could just go to the page, but it says $561 raised. $561 raised. Chesapeake Systems out of Baltimore, Maryland is matching the first $500. So that means $1,061. $1,061 raised for the YWCA. We did that. We did that. Thank you so much, everybody who participated. Oh, that's amazing. Let's get to the giveaways. I won't make you wait any longer for that either. So I'm going to start off with the giveaway of the stack of comics. That is a feminist story from Avatar: The Last Airbender world, a special printing of Lumberjanes #1, free comic book day from Kaboom with some of our favorite cartoon characters, Thor #2, where she's really, flinging that hammer around, Batgirl #35, the first appearance of the new Batgirl, Miss Marvel #1, yeah, Kamala, and Captain Marvel number 9. I tracked all the people who were giving away, who were retweeting or reblogging or sharing on Facebook any of my posts about the fundraiser video or the fundraiser page. Not my other tweets, not my other blogs, just the fundraiser video link had to be in there, or the fundraiser page link had to be in there. So I found a total of 105. I don't even know if you can see that, but there were 105 entries in that, and I've got my random integer generator over here. Or rather, actually, sorry, there were 104 entries. I keep on forgetting that the first line of the spreadsheet is always just the category names. So between 2 and 105. Let's see who wins. I'm going to do 3 numbers in case the first person doesn't want it and the second person doesn't want it. Hopefully the third person will want it. But I'm going to do 3 numbers, and so we'll find out. Okay. Let's see here. Get numbers. The first number is number 58. Can you see that? Number 58. I'm going to do it again. 34. And then one more time. 7. 58, 34, 7. I better write that down so I don't forget. 38, 54, 7. 38, 54, 7. Okay. Next, the giveaway for Strong Female Protagonist is going to be selected from the spreadsheet of people who donated to the cause. So here's that spreadsheet, minus any vital information. There are 25 people who donated, or 25 donations. So we're going to go from 2 to 26. 2 to 26. So let's do that. From 2 to 26 inclusive. Oops. I didn't mean to generate them all at the same time, but that's fine. I'll just take the top 3. So that was 11, 6, and 22. Alright. So I'm not going to tell you who the second runner-up and third runner-up are, because I don't want to break their hearts if they don't get it. But I will tell you who the winners are. So let's take a look. So number 38 was Number 38 is Susie on the Scene. Susie on the Scene. If you want these comic books, I'll send them to you. And then let's go to the donation giveaway, the donor giveaway. The winner of that was number 11. Number 11 is Nevi, at NeviB on Twitter. Aha! So you're the winner at NeviB if you want it. And as I said, I've got a couple other I've got second place and third place in case the first people don't want them. And that's it. Is that everything? That's everything. Yeah, all right. So, one take video. You saw all my mistakes, and this is 13.5 minutes long because I can't shut up. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe. Leave me comments about this YWCA fundraiser. Did I do this okay? Or about the racism in Ferguson and the horrible findings of the grand jury. Leave me comments about something that matters to you, because I want to know what matters to you. And as always, thanks for watching.